Christmas. I mean the Chesterfield Christmas carton with Bing as Papa Santa Claus. See you Tuesday. Fatima Cigarettes, the best of all.
Old Time Radio, Antioch. Brought to you by Mac and Mind Software and your donations. You're listening to ABN, the Antioch Broadcasting Network, playing a daily schedule of vintage radio genres and matching today's date and history when available. Visit radio.macandmind.com for a schedule. We now present Detective Shows on ABN, the Antioch Broadcasting Network. Here's an episode of Sherlock Holmes, which originally aired Sunday, November 30th, 1947, 76 years ago today.
From New York, the makers of Clippercraft Clothes for Men and 924 leading retail stores from coast to coast present the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Our stories are based upon the character of Sherlock Holmes, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sherlock Holmes is portrayed by John Stanley, Dr. Watson by Alfred Shirley, and the dramatizations are by Edith Meiser. Well, here we are again in front of Dr. Watson's cheerful fireplace, ready for another story about the fabulous Mr. Sherlock Holmes. What's it to be tonight, Dr. Watson?
Personally, I always refer to tonight's adventure as the Cornish Horror, or the case of the cradle that rocked itself.
The cradle that rocked itself? Why, that sounds fairly fantastic, Dr. Watson.
Not only fantastic, Mr. Harris, sinister. But before we become further involved in the exceptional events that occurred on the Cornish Peninsula, suppose you tell us of something exceptional that goes on all the time in the United States. I allude, of course, to the Clippercraft Plan.
With a great deal of pleasure, Dr. Watson. The Clippercraft Plan really is something exceptional, and it goes on in the hometown of every man listening in. As a matter of fact, the great big idea behind the Clippercraft Plan is to give you the finest clothes at prices far less than you expect to pay. At your own local independent store. At the store you can trust. Now, here's how it works. The remarkable Clippercraft Plan concentrates the buying power of 924 leading stores across America, making tremendous savings in manufacturing and distribution costs. It passes on those savings to you. That's why you can buy beautifully tailored Clippercraft suits that look like twice the money at only $40 and $45. Top coats and overcoats are only $40. The values are so amazingly outstanding that we urge you to compare them with clothes selling for many dollars more. And now to return to Cornwall. What were you and Sherlock Holmes doing down there, Dr. Watson?
Recuperating. Holmes had spent a particularly active autumn solving 3 dangerous and exhausting cases in rapid succession, and a vacation was indicated. I had visions of basking in the south of France or sunny Italy, but not Holmes. He elected to return to the small cottage near Poldhu Bay, which we had occupied once before.
During the adventure of the Devil's Foot, if I'm not mistaken, Doctor.
Right. Now, the bays and inlets of the Cornish Peninsula are green and sheltering in the sunny summer weather. But in December, the blustering gales whipped the surge-swept reefs and black and sinister cliffs. Well, one particularly violent morning, Holmes and I were ensconced on either side of the fireplace. Holmes was engrossed in a consignment of books on philology, which had just arrived from London.
Watson, has it ever occurred to you that the ancient Cornish language is akin to the Chaldean?
Well, inasmuch as I understand neither Cornish nor Chaldean, I can't say it has.
It's quite logical, you know. These shores were undoubtedly visited by early Phoenician traders in tin. In fact, many historians believe that the pirates who later operated from this coast had more than their share of the old Phoenician heritage.
A fine, disreputable background for any district.
Profitable is the word, Watson. Hello, who's this fighting his way up the path in the teeth of the gale?
Looks like your rotund friend and fellow archaeologist, Mr. Roundhay, the vicar.
I wonder what's occurred to bring the good Dominie out in this weather. I'd sooner expect to see a cat go swimming in a mill race. Well, don't let him stand there in the wet.
Well, I'm going. Pity you couldn't answer the door now and then. Why, Mr. Roundhead, delighted to see you, old man. Come in. Well, you look half drowned.
Not half, entirely. Totally and entirely soaked the skin.
Morning, Roundhead. How about a spot of hot grog? The tea kettle's boiling on the hearth. Watson, fix the vicar a drink.
Thank you. I'm afraid I need it as much for my nerves as I do for the chill, you know.
Oh?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. I have a problem, a rather serious problem, and I really don't know whether to come to Dr. Watson for help or to you.
Well, why not consult both of us? It's not the first time we've collaborated on a case, Holmes?
Quiet, Watson. Don't interrupt. Just what is your problem, Mr. Roundhead?
Well, it seems that the cradle at Trevining Water has been rocking again.
Is that so unusual?
You don't understand, Mr. Holmes. That cradle has been in the family for over 5 centuries. All the young Trevinings are placed in it at birth. It hasn't been used, however, since Wilfrida Trevining, the present Mrs. Gregory, was a child. In fact, the nursery has been kept locked ever since old Mattie, the Trevining nurse, was sent off to the home for indigent females at Redruth 3 months ago. She'd been in the family for nearly 60 years, you see.
Well, seems rather heartless to get rid of her, Holmes?
My thought exactly. But Mortimer Gregory, he's the one who is married to Wilfrida Trevining, was quite determined about the matter. He said that old Mattie was making his wife quite ill with her talk about the rocking cradle.
What sort of talk?
Well, you see, there's a sort of legend in the Trevining family that when one of them is about to die, the cradle starts to rock all by itself.
Nice, eerie little superstition, Holmes?
As a matter of fact, the cradle had been heard rocking once, twice, but inasmuch as old Mattie was still sleeping in the nursery, the family took it as a rather grim practical joke. All except Wilfrida. She became quite ill and upset. At which point her husband, who has a violent temper, said the old nurse had to go. Dr. Dennis Trevining, who is Wilfrida's cousin and physician as well, was inclined to agree with him, so they sent for a nurse from St. Ives Hospital to take over. The day that she arrived, I was summoned to drive Mattie to the old lady's home in Redruth. I can't say I looked forward to the event.
Were your fears justified?
Completely justified, Mr. Holmes. When I arrived at Trevining Water, the old woman was sitting on her boxes just inside the front door. Mr. Gregory and Dr. Trevining were endeavoring to quiet her caterwaul.
Calls herself a nurse, does she? What does she know about bringing babies into the world? I've given 3 generations of Trevinings the whack that drove the breath of life into their bodies.
After all, Mattie, I am a doctor. When Wilfrida's baby arrives, I expect to be on hand, too, you know.
You a doctor? I wouldn't trust you to treat my Timothy here. Hey, Timmy. Timmy agrees with me. He may be a cat, but he knows as much about what's going on around here as I do.
That'll
and
do.
that's plenty.
Mattie, that'll do. You've made enough trouble already. You've upset my wife so that she's had to take to her bed.
Me upset, Miss Wilfrida? My Miss Willie that I taught to walk and play patty cake and eat a porridge like a good girl? It's not me that's made her sick. And what's more, if any harm comes to her, I'll put a curse on this house. Though there's 10 miles of moorland between here and Redruth, I'll come back and rock that cradle somehow. And you know what that means.
Well, Mr. Holmes, I felt sorry for Mattie, of course, but I must say I saw Mr. Gregory and Dr. Trevining's point. A screaming old crone like that isn't the most soothing influence around a house in which there is an expectant mother.
Quite. Tell me, Vicar, is this Mrs. Gregory, the former Wilfrida Trevining, easily upset by these family superstitions about rocking cradles and the like?
I really couldn't say, Mr. Holmes. Wilfrida was always a delicate girl. She was an only child, you see, and the one heir to that branch of the family.
Significant, Holmes? I suppose she inherited quite a tidy estate.
She did indeed, Dr. Watson. Her father would have disinherited her if he could when she ran off with that Gregory chap. But the estate is entailed, and I must say the marriage turned out better than most of us expected.
Then you don't think Mortimer Gregory married her for her money?
Not necessarily, Mr. Holmes. Gregory was an artist who came to these parts one summer to do a bit of sketching. And naturally, the Trevinings thought he was one of those ne'er-do-well bohemians. But it seems he's rather famous and sells his pictures for quite handsome prices.
I see. I take it the girl and her father reconciled.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. When he heard that she was to have a child, he sent for her. Although the child will bear the name Gregory, he will inherit the Trevining estate. The Trevinings are always born at Trevining Water, needless to say. Any other arrangement would be unthinkable.
Quite.
Wilfrida Gregory and her new husband came back as soon as possible after receiving her father's letter asking for reconciliation. 1 week after the return, old Mr. Trevining was dead, and Wilfrida had inherited the estates.
I take it her father's death was sudden and unexpected.
Oh, quite unexpected, Mr. Holmes. He'd been as fit as a fiddle up to Wednesday night. Thursday, shortly after his mid-afternoon whiskey and soda, he complained that his mouth and throat felt sore. Half an hour later, vomiting set in, followed by violent cramps and general collapse.
Did no one send for a doctor?
Mr. Trevining's nephew, Dr. Dennis Trevining, was in the house at the time.
There was, of course, an autopsy and an inquest.
Good heavens, no, Mr. Holmes. Whatever for? Mr. Trevining had been subject for some years to violent gastro-digestive upsets. It was all perfectly unavoidable and natural.
An autopsy is always indicated in any case of sudden death, Mr. Roundhay.
But what good would it do?
It might just possibly prevent another fatality. Just when did Mrs. Gregory's health begin to fail?
Her father's death was a shock to her. She took to her bed for about a week after the funeral.
It was quite understandable, Holmes?
Don't interrupt, Watson.
After that, she was up and about for a month or two, but her color was bad, and she seemed to be decidedly nervous. Like a good many women in the early stages of her condition, she experienced a certain amount of nausea.
Has that nausea persisted?
It has, Mr. Holmes, and when old Mattie began to rant on about the rocking cradle, Mrs. Gregory became thoroughly alarmed and had to be put to bed.
Did her condition improve, Mr. Roundhay, after they got rid of the old woman?
For a time, she seemed greatly improved. She was up and about for nearly a month. Then, week before last, she suffered a rather frightening relapse and has been in bed ever since.
I see. How soon is her baby due to be born?
Oh, in about a fortnight, I believe.
Has Dr. Trevining called in any outside medical opinion?
No, Mr. Holmes, but that's not too incredible when you realize how removed we are from civilization.
Possibly if they knew that Dr. Watson was here in the vicinity.
The new nurse made that suggestion to Dr. Trevining, but both he and Mr. Gregory were decidedly hostile to the idea. The nurse is, I may say, rather badly frightened. Today was her day off, and she dropped in at the vicarage shortly after breakfast. She admitted she had never been so terrified in her entire life, living there in the old Trevining house, part keep, part castle, but she said she wasn't the only one.
Oh?
Poor Mrs. Gregory lies there, stiff with terror, with her eyes fixed on the ceiling, waiting for it to begin. The sound of the cradle rocking.
Nurse, it's getting dark. Light the lamp.
Very well, Mrs. Gregory.
That's better. When I was a child, I was afraid of the dark, and now it's all come back to me. I dread the coming of night.
When one's sick, that's only natural. The nights are so long, I always think.
It's not that, nurse. When night comes, it begins. The rocking of the cradle. I lie here, watching for it. Yes. Listen.
I don't hear anything, Mrs. Gregory.
Oh, if only I could be sure my baby's born before I die. It's so terribly important, nurse.
But you're not going to die, Mrs. Gregory.
Yes, I am. That's why the cradle's rocking. And listen. There it goes. Rock. 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 It's for me, nurse. It's for me.
Sounds like delirium, Holmes? A cradle that is heard only by a desperately sick woman?
But you don't understand, Dr. Watson. Mrs. Gregory isn't the only one who hears the cradle rocket. The nurse can hear it, too. The nursery at Trevining Water is directly over the master bedroom, and that rocking cradle can be heard several times a night.
But only intermittently.
That's right, Mr. Holmes.
And never in the daytime.
No, always after dark. Miss Henderson, the nurse, says it's having a dreadful effect on Mrs. Gregory. She's in a state of great exhaustion. In the last few days, the nurse has also noticed a local pustular eruption. That could be induced by the nervous strain, I suppose.
Not necessarily. Yes, I think Dr. Watson and I had better pay a visit to Trevining Water shortly after dark today. I trust we can persuade her family to allow Dr. Watson to have a look at Mrs. Gregory, and I think I can suggest what he's to look for. As for myself, I'm more interested in what causes that cradle to rock.
Did you have to drag us out in this beastly weather, Holmes? Besides, it's also dashed irregular, contrary to medical ethics and all that, you know. After all, I haven't been called in by either the doctor on the case nor the family.
You doctors and your confounded medical ethics. I suppose you've let the poor woman die just because you haven't been properly introduced.
This is where we turn in, Mr. Holmes. Notice the Trevining coat of arms over the gate?
Aha, very significant, Mr. Roundhay.
Oh, what's so significant about it? I could hardly see the blasted thing in this fading light.
For one thing, the Trevinings had the bar sinister. For another, that was the Jolly Roger up in the upper right-hand quarter.
That's right, Mr. Holmes. The Trevinings have more than their share of pirate ancestors. They boast of the fact, you know. Well, here we are. This is Trevining water.
Frightening-looking old pile, eh, Holmes?
You bet. Wait for us here, Jonathan.
Right, we may be leaving in rather a hurry. Give the bell a pull, Watson.
No, wait. I sent word to Miss Henderson to be on the lookout for us. Ah, Miss Henderson, I thought you'd be watching for us. This is Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Come in, please. I'm so glad you've both come. Both. Mrs. Gregory was having a particularly bad spell when I returned this afternoon.
Have you told Mrs. Gregory's husband and her doctor that you expected us?
No, Mr. Holmes. Fortunately, there was no opportunity. The doctor was called out on a confinement case an hour or so ago, and Mr. Gregory has had to go to St. Ives for the assizes. He shouldn't be back until after supper.
Excellent. You will take Dr. Watson to see Mrs. Gregory immediately. Mr. Roundhay knows the house well enough to direct me to the nursery, I gather.
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. Top floor, second right.
I'm afraid the door is kept locked, Mr. Holmes.
My dear young lady, it takes more than a locked door to stop Sherlock Holmes. Come along, Vicar.
Here we are. It's the next door.
It's locked right enough.
Then there's nothing we can do.
On the contrary, I have a very neat little jemmy that I acquired when I was instrumental in apprehending a certain famous cat burglar. Quite a breeze coming through the keyhole.
You mean you're going to pick the lock?
May take a moment or so.
Well, I do hope no one comes and catches us at it. I don't know what my flock would say. Mr. Holmes, did you hear that? There it is again. It's inside the nursery.
Yes. Yes, it's the cradle right enough.
But it's rocking. It's rocking in there all by itself. It's not just a superstition.
Confound it, this lock must be rusty. No, here it comes. Blast it. Did it have to make that noise? Easy now. I'm going to open the door.
It's so dark in there.
Give me the candle. I'm going in.
But the room is empty.
Completely empty. But look here, the cradle's still rocking. And feel the mattress.
It's still warm. Good Lord, what was that?
Branch of a tree scraping against the window. Yes, it's broken one of the small 5-inch square panes of glass, and that explains where the draft came from. It also explains something else. Yes, interesting. Very interesting.
Who let you in this room?
Ah, Mr. Gregory, no doubt. I am Sherlock Holmes.
What in blazes do you think you're doing here?
Trying to solve the mystery of the rocking cradle.
Rotten rubbish. Old wives' tales. I'll not have my wife upset by any more of that nonsense.
You misjudge us, Mr. Gregory. We only want to save your wife and possibly your child.
I don't need your help. Get out, both of you. Get out!
With pleasure. I imagine Watson's had time to give the nurse full instructions, and we've seen all there is to see up here. Come on, Roundhay. We'll now ride over to Red Roof. The final piece to this puzzle is doubtless to be found in the old lady's home.
You mean you're going to question Mattie?
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Gregory.
Objections? No, go ahead. You'll get nothing from her. Nothing at all.
Super Mario Odyssey!
entire time, it would be a natural sort of thing that, fuck, well, that sucks. I didn't even realize this. My microphone's been off this entire time. Basically, what I was saying was that there's a natural swinging of the pendulum in media. So, television shows, in their essence, are no more than an RPG. You have various people acting out characters, injecting a bit of personal self, but sort of playing out these fantasy roles, regardless of its comedy, action, drama, whatever you want to categorize it. I mean, RPGs are just plays, are just gamed versions of plays, really, fundamentally. So it would only be natural for television media to pursue some sort of TV based off of the media of video games, specifically in this case the RPG. I mean, obviously they've been trying to adapt video games into TV and movies forever with varying degrees of success. But finally, so the Fallout TV show they announced today, they released a little footage, which is great. Seems to coincide with the secret, like the leaked footage earlier that had come out of the Comic-Con trailer, which hadn't really been struck down or anything, which is interesting. So they're sort of backing that up with the media they've released today. But as I was hypothesizing earlier when my microphone was off and I finally realized it, the one thing that's interesting is that George Miller announced Furiosa, his sequel to Fury Road. So when Fury Road happened, there was a glut of like post-apocalyptic media influx into the general zeitgeist. So then what immediately happened after that was we swung back into sword and sandal or fantasy, high fantasy, whatever you want to call it. We went back into that sort of fantasy style thing. So it's only natural for Bethesda to do this Fallout show in conjunction with someone like Amazon. It makes sense. Like Amazon can move more on it. It's more nimble as a media company than I think like a Hollywood studio, a traditional Hollywood studio would be. But the thing here is that, and this is what's most fascinating to me, is that, like I was telling my friend Dean, you're going to see that if this Fallout TV show does well, which I'm assuming it will, and it's going to create a renewed interest in the Fallout franchise, as soon as we start swinging that media pendulum starts going back into what I will refer to as the high fantasy, or like what we all know, like as traditional things. Usually it's science fiction, but lately back in. But science fiction is just kind of always present now because we live in it. So you have the post-apocalypse as like the hot new version of that. So as I was saying, you'll see the thing swing back, but what you're going to see is, and this is my guarantee to you, if the Fallout TV show does well, there will be an announcement in conjunction with the announcement of the next Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever it is. You will see an announcement of a show set in the Skyrim universe, like that world, that theme. I don't know what land it'll be in, but we're going to get Khajiit is what I'm saying. Skooma will be a thing. It's inevitable. I mean, they have to. And if this Fallout show does well, which it looks like it will, that's what we're going to see, in essence. Just a hypothesis, but I'm just basing this off my, like, I would say, years of observing media and consuming it and just sort of like floating amongst it and knowing what I know about the way the cycles work that I've seen. So yeah, just throwing that out there. You're going to hear an announcement of a Skyrim show in conjunction with whatever announcement for Elder Scrolls 6. That's what I want to know. Huh. They were being sued. I hate these Lenny's and Larry bars and shit. You know, as a vegetarian, they kind of work for me. What a wiki. Hmm. No. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. They got sued for misrepresenting the amount of protein in their cookies. But it turns out that I missed the date, so. All right. Oh my God. Well. That's the one I want. Construction access. Okay. Yeah, we want to go up to the top. I don't know why I went to the bottom. I was up above here. Now I'm down in here. Oh, but now I'm down in here. I don't know how I missed on this being right here. Oh. All right, let's go in the building, right? Fuck it. have to go a little more traditional platformer. Ah! See you, little dude. Heck yeah. Come on, little spud-looking things. Get out of my way, bitch. Better be a heart. Yeah, boy! Woo! I was like, better be a heart. Got a mega heart. Yeah! That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, fuck a Bowser poster. Alright, go this way. Boom! Hahaha! Yeah, you know, we're still not high enough. Not wrong. Give me 1 second. Oh. What are we on today? We're on watermelons yiddles. They are pretty right on. Like, I'm giving it a thumbs up. This would be from the 1937 company. Highly recommend. I buy a lot of their bargain stuff, but this is... All right. Doesn't seem like you did much to help him out there, bro. Whoa! You're like, my buddy went to the top of the building. I've just been standing here looking. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. I dated a girl like that. Hey-o. Okay, they're like a giant centipede. That's not good. Wow! Wow! Oh, buddy. Oh, hurt. I see. Yeah, it's probably not good. Okay. I see how this works. I guess I can't hit it in this state. That would make sense. Ah, he got me. Fair and square, Bunky. There we go. Ah. Oh, come on. It's that stupid aiming mechanic. I need to turn that off. Is that an option? Controls. Wait, leave it on, but put it on low? Yeah. I'm just old and my body don't work right. Ah, Buster trying to climb in on the action here. Yeah, I'm sunk. I'm sunk, guys. That was not it. That was not the move. Alright. What's down here? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. It's a neat little mechanic. Mario does a good job of that. Like, big ups, Nintendo. You've continuously, since I've been a child, you've made it so intuitive to play your games. Like, we're gonna turn off. I hate to do this to you, there, Nintendo. You want me to be active, but you want me to be active, but fuck these motion controls, dude. When I'm playing a game, if I want motion control, like, this is not, I don't need it for aiming. Sorry, this is driving me nuts, guys. Ah, much better. You know, the definition is so important to me. Give me in a close-up. Would you like it if I talk like this? Is that better? Is that doing something for you? Does that sound better? Perhaps that helps.
It's so human, Dad.
That thing is trying to suck up all the juice from our city.
Turn the motion controls off. Gonna play a little better, maybe. Woo! Wow! I'm a Mario! Oh! Oh. That first time was really luck, I think. I think it was luck. Ah! I just gotta keep dodging it. Alright, open up, baby. I died. I died. I love that they're like, hey, it costs you 5 coins. Here you go. Here's 5 coins. Yeah, let's skip it. Now you know that we're not just... Shit. Already off to a bad start. Got it there. He's gonna disappear into his little hole thing. Come back out. Storm past all mad. Shoot there. Disappear. Like a child's toy. Whoa. Why did I roll into it like an idiot? Shit. I can shoot those. This is not easy. This is gonna be my last try. No, we'll give it a couple. That's what I was hoping for. The game was much generoso. Muy generoso. colossal. Yo, for real? For real. Well, I guess that's a good... New Donk City's pest problem. If there was a problem, Mario would solve it. Ooh.
Dammi do pase. Muda min ciudad.
She's the bee's knees. I like that. I like that they use that. Talk to this. Oh. Cancel that. I ain't trying to connect to the network. There we go. How the fuck? How did I... Yeah. Got it. I don't know how your kids are so good at it, but good luck with that, bruh. I'm out. There's the mayor. Oh God. Let's go talk to the mayor real quick. I hate heights in video games. Bet it does, girl.
Oh?
Even over the rhythm of the city. Dude, it's like that guy's like, it's been so long. You know, I fell in with the wrong crowd. I killed someone. And they never invited me back.
Oh. Ah.
Sorry, guys. Alright, festival building. You get a good drummer laying down a backbeat, everybody else will start coming around. I saw someone playing music, like, right where we started, too. What is this? Yeah. Warp over here, bro. Oh, flicking up that building. There's a guitar player. Hendrix style in the park. Oh, I don't know. Is that a... Yeah, but those look like bass strings. Maybe he's in some sort of weird doom band, but they're like a swing band? Doom swing. That's something. Oh, the mayor pays good rates. Alright, I'm in. I'm in. Power connector right here. I just smacked her bottom. Oh, he's definitely the bass player. Yeah, that other guy for real has bass strings on his guitar. No one ever gets that excited for getting a bassist on board. Just hashtag band facts. I need to turn around and go over here. Whoa, bro, forget about it. Gotta go in this building. Okay. Oh, changed that mechanic up real quick. I need, okay. I see. Shit. Alright. Okay, I got you, fam. I got you. Oh. Is that the same moon, or do I have to go back and get the other one? Yes. No, that one's still there. And I can't go back. Okay. Alright. My old man hands here. You guys see these hands? Tiny. Let's get the tape measure out. I got fingertip, okay. My width? Look, I mean, my middle finger alone is only 3 inches. That's tiny. Yeah, Mario, shut up. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about the gold stars. I am gonna worry about accelerating. Oh, come on. I gotta get this. Oh, he just gets you. Okay. Worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Give me some credit. At least I'm thinking outside the box. Oh, come on. I'm not that bad at it, am I? Don't get any of the things. Just get the star. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Get back on that thing and ride, Mario! We already got that one. The pitter-patter, the tiny pitter-patter of my little Mario feet. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go over here, touch that. What time is it? Alright. Alright, guys. It's 1:19. I gotta go to work in a bit. I know, right? How mundane. If it's slow tonight at work, I might hop back on when I'm done around like 11. Some challenges. Work there. Oh, these are all places I've already got marked because I've been there. Let's try going up to the heliport real quick just to see. The quality sucks right now. Whoops. What is this? Oh. There's like secrets. Banana bagels? Oh. Heard of worse things. Oh, okay. Hi. Hey, girl. It's good. No, nothing up there. I've already been up there.
I just want to die.
What does that mean? I feel the spirit of remote control in you.
I just want to take my Ooh.
Oh my god, this is agonizing. How did I figure it out at the end? Yeah, I did horribly. If you get under 35 seconds, I'm assuming that you get a star. We're not doing that. That's not gonna happen. Oh. There's one there. I mean, I was clearly meant to fall down that. Oh, heck yeah. Oh. Heard. Oh, this is a good one. I like this puzzle. This is my kind of thing here. Okay, okay, yeah. We'll get that. I need to get this one. Got it. Got it. How do I get down there? Sorry. What's letting me get down to there? Yeah, let's get that one, but... Can I? Finally utilizing that the right way. Oh, come on! How did that even happen? That was horrible. Now that I know how to do that. How do I... There it was. There we go. There we go. That's respectable. Okay. Noted. Oh, that's cool. Multiple routes up sometimes. Neato. Good idea, bro. No, I'm in. Where am I? Oh, I see. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, what the hell? Pick me up. Oh. Can I get across to there? Nope. Alright. I know, there's one musician left. Ah. That's one of the other spots for the seeds. Noted. Yeah!
Can we Owen Ted?
Groovy hat man. Yes, mit the groovy hat man.
Oh. We van der ons erst. Renting carry jutted. Ja.
Woo! Yahoo! Oh man, that's a solid jam. Come on, I gotta be able to. Holy crap. I'm like deathly afraid of heights, and this is somewhat triggering to me. How do I get up there? Oh. It's gonna... Yeah, it's dizzying, alright. Can I jump across... Nope, that was not right. Do 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 do. Well, 10:39. Okay, giant piranha plants. Tubes. No, forgot about it. Okay, okay. Mario, what's going on? Always taking hearts, I'm in. Whoa, okay. That was not the right answer there. The right answer is hit it and then run and jump. Save. Alright. Okay, guys. I'm gonna call it there. Oh, hi, before I sign off. Hi. I'm okay. I'm alright. Yes. Yes. I tried to. I try to. Been kind of sick the last couple days. Been sleeping in. Where are you from? I forgot to ask that earlier. Look at me, I'm the bar towel master. Bar towels. If you work in the industry, if you work in any sort of serving industry or anything, you know the vibe. Service. I'm gonna look at the news. Are we one of the things to do in Baltimore? Oh, Night of 100. Oh, thank you. Thank you, friend. Night of 100 Elvises is this weekend. That's kind of cool. Thank you. Nice. Sydney, awesome. Hell yeah. My friend Damon actually, who used to work with me, I work at a Mexican restaurant. Um he's from New Zealand and he just moved back there. We talk every day. And America's here. Eh. Mostly just doing it for fun. I don't have any real goals with it. No thanks, Baltimore Sun. All right. I'm working on a podcast with some friends. Oops. Cheaper microscope could bring protein mapping technique to the masses. I don't know if that's a good thing. PC mostly. Games. Oh my goodness. What? I never even heard about this. Okay. Freaks. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Freaks on Amazon. Always. Always. No, this fucking kinetic PC case. Ah, I see. I like that my Etsy, I just got a targeted ad for Etsy and it's for a shirt I already own. I'm about to. $60 for those shorts, but man. I should get this for Vince's for Christmas. Thanks. Thanks.